What is Athens like in December?
What is Greece like at Christmas?
Seems like a lot of people have these questions, and so did we before coming here. We were fortunate enough to spend a couple of days in Athens last year. We experienced Christmas with Katina's family a little bit before going to Hanya. But this year we wanted to do something a little more around Athens, and there's more to see than just the Christmas stuff around Athens too, which is all really cool.
And I spent Christmas in Athens over a decade ago.
A lot has changed. A lot, I think, even from last year, we've seen it become even a little more Western year by year. And the Christmas markets, like we went to a really cool one the other day.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see how much more elaborate the decorations have gotten, again, even since last year.
I was really impressed with the detail, the attention to detail that they did at this Christmas market. It wasn't super busy like you would expect that you see in a lot of other countries, but there still was so much detail, so many people working, there were so many elves working, and Agios Vasilis, and there was just a lot of stuff to see without the crowds.
Yeah, they really did an amazing job transporting you to the North Pole and into the world of elves.
And if you really want to see more about Christmas, we already have a video on that, about Christmas in Greece and what our first Christmas was like last year. But another thing that's interesting about Athens in the winter and in the off season, in our travels of becoming Greek, we've met a lot of people from around Greece. And one thing that is very Greek is everyone is tied to Athens in one way, shape, or form. And a lot of times people have their summer home on the island or in a village somewhere, and then in winter, many people live in Athens. So we've been able to visit with friends that we met throughout the country here in Athens in the winter, and even surprised our friend Andreas that we met in Folegandros, if you remember that video.
Oh my gosh, his new gallery, it's such a slice of his heaven that you get to experience with him. He really took the magic that he made in Folegandros and brought it here in Athens into such a beautiful little spot just under the Acropolis.
Yeah, and he just literally had unpacked his keyboard when we got there. So he was just opening up shop here for the first time, and that was cool to see. And he sang us a little welcome, which, just kind of a fun, small world thing. This country is still a really small country, and that's in December, I think you get reminders of that.
And you see the philoxenia wherever you go, which has been amazing. Every time we come to Athens, we end up running into people that we've met in other places, but that we've also met here, and we're able to strengthen our bonds even more.
And I think with all of that, what that means is that Athens is a lot more Greek in the winter. There's not a lot of tourism, which also means that you can go check out some things in the winter that aren't so crowded like they are in the summer.
Like, we ended up going to the Acropolis to see the Parthenon today, and we had so much of it to ourselves. There are people that are coming to see it, but you are not waiting in lines. You are not like inching your way up to just be pushed through. Like, it's very pleasant to go see the ruins in the wintertime. I even remember years ago, my first winter in Greece, being able to experience all of the cool ruins in the winter for the first time. And in the summer, you're kind of like, okay, that's another fallen column, that's another fallen column, I'm hot, let's go to the beach. Where here, you're like, oh, in the winter, I do see the difference between that column and this column. And you can really enjoy the sights without the sweat.
We got a little lucky today with the weather. It felt pretty nice outside. It's still not that cold, and it was really cool to see without the mobs of people, because I had only been to the Acropolis in the summer, so we thought maybe checking it out in the winter would be cool. You don't really have to think about it as much either in the summer. They say, hey, buy your tickets, go first thing in the morning. You can really just show up in the winter and not have to deal with the crowds, so it's really cool.
Yeah, we met mid-afternoon and had no issues.
And also, we can go check out our favorite restaurants in Athens without the waits or without needing a reservation. So that's been nice to just not have to plan ahead too much. That's part of Greece, is just being able to take it easy, not have to make plans. And as one of Katina's relatives, Yorgos from Koroni, told us, in Greece, you take what life gives you. It's nice to be in Greece without all of the tourism sometimes. And and winter is a really nice time to experience that.
A lot of the restaurants that cater more towards tourism in the summer, you definitely see are catering more towards the Greeks in the winter, especially considering that so many Greeks work so hard all summer long. This is really the time period that they get to relax and enjoy everything that they might not have had time to enjoy during the main season.
All of this talk about the good food in Athens makes me a little bit hungry, and I think we need to go get some.
I agree with that. And there's definitely a lot of great places to choose from here in Athens.
So we'll do a follow-up video one day on our favorite food spots. If you have any to suggest, please let us know. There's a big city with a lot of great restaurants, so we try to check a few out and then go visit some of our well-known favorites.
For more content on Greece, like and subscribe and follow along as we travel around Greece and share it with you.
Πάμε στην Athena.
Πάμε για βραδινό.
Okay, yeah, let's go out into Athens and let's go to dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.